Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game of Mexico Mirrors. But this time, we against here we have Soldier in the north of the map, but who is he playing against, Tronco?
Yeah, it's a.
Who
I'm
could
not sure who
who
this
could
could
it
possibly
be?
be. Is hold
Oh,
on. Is that
oh,
you?
it's me. It's me. Yeah, brilliant. So me and Soldier played a couple of games. This was a pretty interesting one. There is another one I really wish I could show you. There is a stream of it. Soldier has it, but this one's pretty cool too. And it does follow on from the previous video. So if you heard about playing Central America slightly differently, here I was just sort of almost experimenting. Like I didn't want to Soldier. Anyway, here I am opening with a market because that's what I think is a good opening as Mexico. Try and get hunting dogs in ASAP, chop some wood, get a house down, and having hunting dogs active is just super nice early on. The other option is a trading post, which would be good given that I've kind of already spoiled what I'm planning to do in this game, which is sort of some fast age ups. Having extra XP would be nice, but that's not what I do here.
All right.
Soldier,
So
however,
yeah,
similar opening.
He's doing a similar opening, but one of the things to note is that he's going for gold compared to you, who is going for wood. And you've already moved off the wood there, so obviously he's going to be buying his wood with his gold from the market. You can see now he's gathered up 126, 127, over gathering a little bit here. So your preference is to gather gold or to gather wood over gold, is that right?
Yeah, I get why he's gathering the gold there. Like you see that coin treasure in the back of his base. If he'd found a couple of muskrats, like just buying the coin is so nice, and you get to make use of the market whilst it's like more efficient or actually kind of efficient to buy wood. I think the first 2 clicks, it's more efficient to buy wood than it is to chop, so it makes sense why he's doing it.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So he is going to be obviously going for a similar build order, a similar opening to you. Your preference is for most openings to go with the market rather than the trade post, or rather than just no market at all. Is that right?
Yeah, I think like my thinking in this game was that I just played against Soldier and he sieged down my trading post, so I didn't want to build one, so I made a market instead.
he had got a little bit of he got inside your head, I guess we could say, Inter.
Yeah, but I think a trading post is kind of good with what I've got in mind. I mean, you do age slower. You have to go up a ville later than usual. But yeah, Alejandro, 2 settlers and a wagon coming in. It'll be the same for both of us, I expect.
Yeah, we can check in on Soldier. Indeed it is. Yours is coming in a little bit earlier than his. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a deck check right now and take a look at exactly what you've got in store. It is very aptly named My Deck. We've got the the 2 settlers in the Hacienda wagon. We've also got the single Hacienda wagon in here. And we've also got Barbacoa? Is that how you pronounce that one?
Yeah, Barbacoa.
All right.
One of my favorite cards.
Tell us about that, Barbacoa. What exactly does that do?
Like, I think it's kind of needed. I think you should have this in every deck. Like, maybe not in 1v1, but like maybe. Basically it says animals fatten slightly faster. But the more important thing is they are automatically harvested by your haciendas. So once you've got some cows at like 500 food in them, you send this and it just starts eating them, and then new cows spawn faster, and it is a huge food boost. This card is super concerning in my opinion. I kind of done the maths on it. I think in late game it's probably okay, but I don't know. It's powerful. It feels powerful, but you do have to like get those cows, and there's a huge opportunity cost associated with that. Treasure contention. Yeah, he stole my treasure.
Oh, Inter.
Yeah, I watched his stream afterwards, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Inter," and then he said, "Ah, nah, I'm not gonna chase your explorer down." So watch this. He just gets off me for no reason, lets me live.
No way.
Yeah, I think he felt bad about stealing my treasure.
I would as well. That was unfortunate. You just kind of like wandered around in a bit of a circle there, and then just damn it. Yes. Yeah, that was very nice of him to sort of let you go there. So tell us a bit about what you're doing now. So you've obviously clicked up to the second age. You're going up with Chiapas. What cards are you going to have access to after you've shipped in your second house in the wagon?
Yeah, I'm doing the wrong age up here. Like when I got up, I was like, oh fuck, I went up with Chiapas. Like I actually went up when it meant to go up with Cuatrero. I wanted what I was planning to do, like my first shipment was going to be Cuatrero Haciendas. I wanted like the super loads of population that you get from these bad boys.
Right.
But then I realized that that's like not what I had, and you see all these like villages. I slammed down some houses like in Worry basically when I hit the next stage. But the cards I get is Haciendas spawn 350 food each, and then the other one is it ships for Meyer Hulk and Javelineers, which is basically the original Meyer unit has been replaced with that. But I don't send either of them. But with two Haciendas, they're both kind of okay cards, I suppose. Like 700 food's not great, but it does have value as the game goes on. But what I wanted was three Haciendas and the 60 pop. But that's not what's happened here.
Right, okay. So, yeah, I can understand you would have been a bit frustrated with that, but you've got a nice little trickle going so far. You've got 1.27 food on the first Hacienda, 1.1 on the second. So, looking pretty decent in the early game and going to be opening up with a stable going for the Chinako.
Yeah, so I'm doing like kind of a semi-FF, which sounds really weird to say because this is not a semi-FF. But what I am planning to do is revolt into Central America. So it's kind of a semi-FF, I suppose, and then sort of skip up to the next stage. Like this build is like it is not a great example. Like I was, you'll see how it goes. I mean, I do get there in the end, but like it was very messy.
Well, let's take a look at your opponent because Soldier is now up to the next stage as well. He's gone up with, I don't know the name of the state he would have gone up with, but he's got fortified Haciendas once again.
Durango.
And Cerro de Mercado? De Mercado? Oh, gosh, good luck pronouncing
Cerro
that one.
de Mercado. Giant iron mine that thousands of trees were chopped down for to fuel the furnaces.
Right, okay. He's going to be doing a fast fortress again. He did this in the last game, and he's doing what I guess most people would call one of the older builds in the game, and that's just, your 3 vills into 700 coin, the fastest FF that you can do, essentially. He's going to be losing.
Yeah, and it's nice that you can do those kind of builds. Like you can just like if that's what you're used to. If you've played AoE 3 before, you can just jump into Mexico. All of the civs give you, all of the age ups rather give you a military wagon. So it doesn't matter which state you want to try. It's always going to be a similar opening. And the thing that really matters, what you're going to do to adapt your build order is play with those cards. But if you don't want it, you don't have to. You can do this, and that's what Soldier's doing. He's doing just a standard semi-FF build. But he's not made any units, which is good for me because now I'm just going to bring these cavalry over, and when I get there, it's actually kind of nice. It's kind of like not too bad to kill these villages, especially with the extra range. Like Chinako's really nice for raiding with, extra 0.75 range compared to a hussar. And the downside is the 25 attack, slightly less than a hussar. But look at this! He just prods the villager before they've even all it's like look at that guy attacking over the mine.
Yeah, that's pretty insane range that they've got there. They've also got the 20% range resist as well, so pretty decent when it comes to their stats. I definitely do like this unit. I think it's absolutely wonderful. As you mentioned, in a man fight going up against a hussar, it's probably not going to win, but there's a lot of other situations where it is going to be a very suitable replacement.
Unit. Look at him flare with twirling his staff as he charges.
It almost looks like he's got a what's it called? What the cowboys carry around, the hoop that they throw out and catch all the
lasso.
Yeah, lasso. Yeah, I love the way that it's got the little flag on the end there as well, so you know who you're getting stabbed by.
Yeah.
More villagers going to be unfortunately going down for Soldier as he tries to get up. It's going to be a bit slow going up with Sinaloa. We've talked about this before. Sinaloa is quite a strong age up.
Yeah, you get the privateer, which on this map, by the looks of it, he's going to plonk into the pond. Not my pond, by the looks of it, but having a privateer just sort of sitting around is going to be really, really nice.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a great thing to have on this map. Obviously, it doesn't have the range that the frigate's got, but still going to be able to provide that line of sight, going to be able to provide that cover for him in the middle. We'll have to see what shipment he aims to go for. It looks like it's going to be the 1,000 gold. Do we have a little bit of a fast industrial potentially coming out here? And you're having a field day with all these villagers. He's down to 16 villagers at the moment. You're sitting up on 25. You're probably sending your 4 villagers.
I'd adapted into like 5 additional cavalry or something. I'd have him all build up.
Yeah, this is...
I mean, still, these cav doing some work. Like, I've killed his heroes a couple of times. Those villagers are garrisoned up. But that is going to dwindle my cav mass down. But indeed, that is what he's doing. He's looking to fast industrial, I suppose. What am I up to?
Yeah, we'll take a look over at your side and see exactly what you've got. You've got a couple more cavalry units out now. A couple of Chinakos.
Just bear in mind, I'm freewheeling at the moment because my build's gone totally wrong when I didn't pick the correct age up, and I'm just like not sure what I'm doing. I'm like adapting on the fly. My macro is like a bit off. It looks like I'm macroing to go up to the industrial age. How interesting. How
Yeah.
am I going to get to the industrial age? I'm not even in the fortress age. That's not a mistake though. It's not a mistake. You'll see why.
So you're going to be potentially looking at doing a revolt, is that right?
I'm fast industrialing, but we're taking a stop by Central America, my friend. You know, we've got to visit them, and then we'll mosey on up
Oh,
to the
I like what you're doing
industrial
because you're
age.
just. This is actually very smart because obviously, for anybody unfamiliar with Central America, you're going to be picking up 7 villages for free. Well, not for free, you got to pay for them. It's 300 wood, 300 food, 300 gold. But you can then click up very shortly after that and return back to Mexico from the Central American Revolt, and that takes you up to
Yeah,
the
and
Industrial
it's
Age.
cheaper, isn't it? Like, I don't have to go to the fortress age. That's expensive. I just go to Central America, which is cheaper. Get 7 villas along the way and mosey on up to the industrial age.
Yeah,
Great.
that's very, very smart. I do like that play. That is really good. Where are you going to get this wood from, though? I guess you're going to have to market trade it.
Just gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, this build was way off when I went pick the wrong age.
Yeah, I can see you just sitting there looking, and you're like, oh, no, never mind. All right,
Yeah,
we're,
so what's going through my mind? Like, do you want me to tell you what I got in mind, or are we gonna wait for it to happen?
no, we got to wait for it to
ba-
happen. We got to see
Okay.
what happens, and then we'll get inside that
alright.
mine. Don't you worry. But a little bit of a proxy stable over here from Soldier. Was this something you were expecting that he'd throw down?
I have no idea why that's there or how it got there. I didn't see it go up. I just found it stable and thought, okay.
I think he
better
just
start
walked
dealing
his
with that.
military wagon that he got from Age Up all the way over here. But
There, yeah.
now
yeah.
you've aged
Okay.
up, so you've got those extra vills. They've just popped out of the town center. I've selected 19, but only 7 of them have come out recently, and now you're doing your best to gather up all those extra resources. So you're sitting on 36 vills at the moment. Soldier sitting at 21. He's also clicking up to the 4th age. Going to be going up with Tamaulipas. I don't know what that does.
Tamaulipas,
Can you tell us what that does? If you know off the top of your head?
Ooh, I should know. I think Panko Waterway, and so I think it's the free dock upgrades.
Oh,
And
yep,
then the
yep.
other, yeah, and then the other one is your resource crate shipments don't cost shipments anymore.
Yeah, and I will note Soldier has a lot of resource crates in his deck. The 1600 gold, 1000 gold, 1000
Yeah.
wood, 1000 food.
Let's
Just
just send him again, actually. So I'll
everything.
refresh the ones he's already sent.
Yeah, very, very nice for him. But we'll take a look now as you begin to return back to Mexico. So this has been quite expensive for you. Obviously, to get up, you can see that up next to your name. So that indicates that you are in age 2, but you've revolted into age kind of 2.5. If we look at your deck, you've got access to things like the Falconet or the 2 Culverin
Yeah.
card, which is very cool.
But like, I don't intend to stay here. Like, I came here just to age up straight back to Mexico.
Yeah, so it's very intently. You've done that with a very obvious intention. That's to improve your economy. Basically, give yourself a 7 villager shipment, which is very, very nice. Veteran Dragoon
and it's
now going to be
dangerous,
coming out
right?
as
Like,
well.
If he attacked me with a big army and like I was somehow stuck in look at this, like the extra range on the Chinakes just mean like I can chase down that goon with Cav, which is super satisfying. Not for him.
Yeah, not for him. No, it yeah, makes a lot of
But still,
sense. He's trying his best to kite, but just obviously having no luck with the snare, but manages to survive with 5 HP, so I think a villager is just going to sneeze in the direction of that Dragoon, and it's going to unfortunately fall
Can we
down.
take a look at my deck before I reach up to the next stage? Is there anything like what would be interesting to send here whilst I'm here? Like I guess the federal cards I think are the interesting ones. Do you want to pause? I know it's really boring to pause, but I'm kind of interested.
All right,
So
we've got the...
we got arrives fast. Like that's no use unless like you're being attacked. So move on. I think.
All right, we've got Salvadoran Coffee.
Yeah,
6
I mean,
settler
that's
card.
not good at the moment, is it? It's like it's not powerful enough yet. I've not sent enough cards. So and then Santa Maria's Fire. Like the Petards are okay. I guess the 5 Soldaris. But if I'm going fast industrial, I probably just want to get my factories. I don't want to spend a shipment on that. That one's okay because you get an extra church, which improves your existing church by 100%, and you get another one, so it's 4 XP per second. So to answer someone's question in the chat, I think the answer is probably not, unless I'd sent more cards. And to the YouTube audience, we can probably unpause now. Sorry about that sidetrack there, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
That's all right. As long as it's relevant, that's what matters. And speaking of relevant, you've now rejoined your home country and you've gained access. Is this your original deck that you had? It looks to me like it is.
Yeah, I think this might be a default deck that I modified quickly to play in Soldier. I should have sent the advanced factory card. I think, like, because I'd get those resources back, and you get the free upgrades, and it would have been super nice to have those heavy cannons popping out super fast. Fun fact: it also gives you the Imperial heavy cannons upgrade for free. Obviously, I can't get that until you're in the
Wow.
Imperial Age, but you know, it's what it says. Factory technologies are free, and
That
that is a
includes
factory
Imperial.
technology.
That is true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Looking back on it, I wish I'd sent that first and then got the other factory afterwards.
Yeah, it would make sense because then you can actually start researching on those technologies straight away, and you've got them obviously for free. But now we see those villagers garrisoning inside the hacienda. I'm assuming that, that's a default action.
Yeah, it's a
right?
feature
Yeah.
of the. There's a toggle on it. God, Hacienda like originally it's like, oh, it's a mill plantation. Oh no, that it's just a mill plantation. But like it's just such a cool building. Like I love the garrison. I love building a base with them. Like I like putting them kind of like in between my first hunt and my coin mine. Like you shoot the animals towards the hunt, and if they back herd a bit, you still got a nice garrison spot. They've got this cool feature with like the cows and the trickle. It's like an interesting trade-off. Like it's just a cool building. Like I'm really pleased with like how that came out personally.
Yeah,
Personally,
I do
but here
like
I
it a
am.
lot.
I'm in the next stage now. What am I revolting into, Drongo?
Oh, you're revolting again? Oh my god, you're going into Texas? Wait, you're doing another revolution? Hold on a minute. So you've done a
Yeah,
double
this.
revolt this game.
So like as I said, like I was freewheeling it. I wanted to try Texas, like just to see like if I could do it against Soldier, but I've kind of done it like too early. Like the money card that you send here. So yeah, so let's explain Texas a bit. So
Oh my lord, what have we got here?
when you revolt, all of your settlers transform into volunteers. So the US state militia unit with the guard upgrade. And your barracks can train guard United States units. So you swap out Mexican units for guard ones. You keep all of your existing Mexican units. So that's like the Mexican Civ bonus. On top of that, you get you can call Minutemen, large batches of Minutemen. So if you click on the TC, you'll see a really big fat batch. Oh, you can't. But you basically get 16 Minutemen costing 400 that you will be familiar with. But the card I'm sending, what does that do?
Yeah, so this is the Texas Army enabling the Imperial upgrades for your barracks units to be slowly researched for free. So increases...
So you see where I'm going, right? You know what my strategy is. This is how I plan to win the game.
You're essentially winning the game at 13 minutes with Imperial Age units, and I've got to admit...
Well, I'm trying to.
I do like it.
You'll see how hard it is. You'll see how hard it is to do that. Like, I have no villages.
Yes, and
what am I going to train? Like Imperial nothing? Like how do I make units without villages? That's the trouble, right? Like, so I think Texas. Clearly, I just didn't have enough like
experience coming in.
I didn't have enough buildings. Look at the card in the second age on the far right.
Okay, we've got here ships one citizen for each building you've constructed. Enable citizens to be recruited from town centers. Okay, that is absolutely wild.
Yeah, so if I had more houses and stuff, like I could recover some of the eco a bit better. But like my eco's just not good enough to have like yeah, I can make Imperial units. By the way, I'm like freaking out because I have no villages and only one barracks. How do I research these bloody upgrades? Like it's just this whole strategy was a complete mess.
Yeah, I can see why.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
Now, one of the things to note is just there is a little bit of a lack of synergy between this card, the old 300, and having your haciendas provide population, because your haciendas, they are one building. They're quite large and in charge.
Exactly.
Whereas these houses, they're a little bit cheaper, don't cost anywhere near as much, and you don't really need to build houses if you've got that card that enables your haciendas to provide population space. So,
yep.
It's important to note if you do plan on...
houses.
Yeah, like you got to really think about your strategy in the long term when you're going for this kind of build order.
Exactly. If you check the cathedral, there's another tech that synergizes with haciendas.
Fortunately, we don't have access to that.
Okay. Well, there's a tech that's free that gives you one insurgent for each house that you've constructed, not each building. I know the promo video said each building, but that was footage from a while ago. But yeah, so which is what I'm doing now actually.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
So you're researching Visit of the Seven Houses, and you're also sending in at the same time that old 300 card. So looking to have 7 or 14 settlers delivered, but you're getting pushed in with heavy horse asses. Yeah. I feel like you really could have used horse artillery. You really could have used 4 Culverin at this point.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I want to be training Imperial units, which will be happening very soon. The upgrade's kind of halfway done. So
slowly but steadily.
Yeah, that's the drawback. It takes some time. So here's the guard Minutemen up thing, and that I was hoping they would do better because they actually have bonus damage against siege units. So that doesn't. They're still infantry though. They kind of get obliterated. This just wasn't a good engagement to fight. but I don't want them to lose hit points, right? And I wanted to keep the Hacienda alive. So I'm like trying to take out that heavy cannon, but just have botched it and lose way too many units here. But yeah, like I get it. 4 Culverins would hold way better. But my plan is like I need to start training Imperial units because that's the strong thing about this. So I need the villagers to be able to do it, right? Like that's the plan.
Yeah, I can
Man, I
definitely
wish I
see.
built more barracks.
Yeah.
Like those upgrades are coming in so slow.
Look at them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can definitely see the angle that you were going for. I will give you a 10 out of 10 for your strategy, but your execution Inter, I'm only going to give it a 7 out of 10.
I give it less. I aged up with cheap ass. I went up with the total wrong age up. Like I had something in mind. Like I had a build order in mind, but it didn't work. Well, I chose the wrong age. Yeah, so yeah, but this is a plan.
All right, and so now you're getting a technology Dia de Muretos. What does that do?
Dead. 5 XP for each unit I've lost so far this game.
Well,
so just a little bit of an XP boost.
Yeah, that's not. It's actually not too bad. It almost sent you up to your next shipment. You've got another 10 XP to go.
If I recall correctly, it was about 400 XP. So kind of a poor use of it. Like you can get higher if you wait long or have more fights. But I needed that XP now because I need Culverins to not lose all my shit and keep my factory up and stuff. Like, I just can't fight this. Like, state militia just aren't going to do well against heavies. So I was kind of excited because...
Where are they arriving, though?
The Haciendas can accept them.
Oh, the Haciendas are a shipment point as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my lord. Okay. I'm liking these Haciendas more and more that I see from them. Because,
Super dynamic building.
Yeah.
Man. I love the Hacienda.
It's kind of like a torp, but mixed with like a mill and an estate. And it's just... It's in a livestock pen and a livestock. I mean, it's not a market. It's not a livestock market. But I mean, it's still pretty insane. And speaking of insane, you're taking a lot of shots there. Those horse guns just doing so much.
Well, I can't lose the Hacienda. I need it to spawn. So yeah, it's like I've just lost too many units though. The Culves pop, but like, more unit principle. You got enough stuff. You can you can handle whatever.
Yeah, and
that's it there.
Soldier just overruns you there completely. And Soldier in the chat just saying, "Oh my god, XD."
Yeah, I think he was surprised at the coal shipment, but he handled it pretty well. So.
Yeah, he split up his units very effectively, and I think you've dropped an outpost here to try and receive any potential.
Because I know
units.
the other Hacienda will go down. Like I need something in the bag.
So he's managed to pull up on score from you. You're sitting at 14 villages at the moment. He's on 35. So a pretty decent advantage he's got there. He's also making heavy cannons as well from his factory. Now, he's only got one factory in his deck. Hasn't actually put the second one in there. Do you think that's going to be a common thing that we see players do for Mexico?
No.
No?
I think 2 factories is too good to pass up. And the free, it's expensive. Yeah, you pay 1,000 resources, but like you get that back in terms of it arriving fast and all of the free upgrades.
Yeah.
And the 100% hit points has saved my bottom a few times. Having those factory hit points.
Yeah, it's important to remember that...
really likes petards, basically.
Yeah, it's it's important to remember, like, once the factory is down, you can't rebuild that factory. It's dead forever. So, having that extra safety net is so important.
Yeah, but it's intentionally expensive. Like Mexico, the name of that card is named after a dude that basically industrialized Mexico.
All right. Well, that is the third game, so Soldier taking that one off you. Unfortunately, your execution wasn't perfect, but I want to have a look at that village account, just because we get some pretty funny village accounts.
State militia, let's go.
Yeah, I like that it's actually
got +7 though from the Central America.
Yeah, it really takes you off, doesn't it? But I like on the chart, it's actually got your Mexico Fortress Age, and then it's got that you rejoined your home country going back into Age 4 all at the same time right there, and then obviously revolting immediately after joining Texas.
Yeah, and there's the old 300. Giving me that other settler boost at the end. Yeah, I mean, you can see the Texas strat. I think like that. Well, that's clearly the 1v1 how you would play Texas. I think you need to get those Imperial units, and then you probably you are going to be powerful. But the drawback is you have like no eco. So yes, you have Imperial units, and it's probably good if you got a bunch of anyway, that's the strat.
All right. Well,
Good game.
yeah,
Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
good game. Well played. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it because it's been a very special day having Inter join me for this. So Interjection, once again, thank you very much for joining me.
Please, I'm very happy to do more. This has been fantastic. I really love watching Mexico, playing Mexico.
Yeah, they seem like a civilization that's going to take some time to learn. That is definitely for sure. But look, if you're watching this on YouTube, do not fret. There's going to be plenty more Mexico content heading your way. So we'll make sure to catch you guys in the next one. And thank you so much for watching.